Welcome to the Soul Aligned Business Babes podcast. My name is Susan Francis and I'm a mindset manifestation expert, business coach and mentor helping women quantum leap their business success and make the seemingly impossible a reality. And if you're here, you've been called here for a reason. You know within your soul that you are capable of so much more, and I'm here to help you unlock your full potential and manifest your dream life and business. It is my mission to empower female entrepreneurs to connect back to their soul, to their true calling, and to create a business from a place of alignment and purpose. So if you're struggling with hard work and force in your business, then get ready to let go of everything you think you know. It's time to forget all the stress, all the strategies, all the hustle, and instead unlock the secret to manifesting your next level of abundance. Join me as I deep dive into creating a business that flows, teach you how to trust your intuition, create a mindset of abundance, experience more joy, and to learn how to become magnetic to the money and success you desire. I have a down-to-earth, strictly no BS approach and make the woo-woo seem logical and actionable. I know that the knowledge, tools, and insights I share will change your life and the way you approach your business forever. And I'm excited to help you expand. Let's get started. Welcome back to another episode. So I've called this one, Are You Observing or Creating? Because I want to get really clear on what it is we're doing here, what it is that I want to help you with, what it is that I coach about, what it is I talk about all day, every day, right? So are you actually observing or are you actually creating? Because you cannot do both, right? You cannot do both. So let me explain. What is your current reality is old news. It is old news. So if you're spending your energy, your time focusing and looking at what currently is and activating that energy, you are creating more of the same, right? So your current reality is old news. Your current reality is the result of past focus, past energy, right? Past thoughts, past beliefs. So it's old news. So that's called observing, right? Looking at what is. And quite often when I start coaching with women, you know, what they talk about is, well, it hasn't happened yet. This is my reality, right? I've been doing all these things and I'm struggling to reach my goals. I'm not signing the clients I want. I haven't hit that goal before. So there's three places that you can be focusing on, right? You can be focusing on the past, what has happened in the past. You can be focusing on the present, what's currently happening right now, or you can be focusing on your future that you want to create, right? And focusing on the past or focusing on the present will keep you trapped in a cycle. Now, don't confuse this with being present, right? It is being present and focusing on the present. I want to just kind of, just explain the difference there. So being present in the moment is being able to enjoy where you're at, right? Having gratitude for where you're at, being present, experiencing what's happening. That is all amazing. I encourage you to do. But if you are focusing on what is in terms of this current success, the current reality that's happening in your business, and your energy is focused there, which could mean let's say, for example, that could mean, I haven't hit my goal yet this month. I didn't hit, I haven't got any clients, haven't got any sales calls lined up this week. I haven't signed any clients, today or this week. That's the focus on the current reality, right? And that's old news. That is old news. So if you want to shift your reality and if you want to do it rapidly, if you want to have a quantum leap, which is what I'm super passionate about helping women with, then what it takes is a different focus, right? A different focus. So you need to find a way to shift your beliefs, to expect something new, to be focusing a part of your energy on what it is you want to create. You need to be telling the story, even if it's just to yourself in your own mind, of what it is you want to create, right? That is where your focus needs to go, because whatever you look at and focus on, you will create. So if you're looking at, well, last month I had this big goal. So let's talk about the past. past. If you're looking at last month, I had this big goal and I didn't get it. I tried to do this certain marketing strategy and it didn't work. I tried this other thing and it didn't work. I had all these sales calls and people didn't sign up. I just haven't been able to hit my goal in the past. Now, what I want you to get is that it's not actually what's happened in the past that's getting your attention. What it is it's the meaning and the story that you're telling yourself about that. So what you're choosing to believe, and just realize that your beliefs, your thoughts are always a choice. What you're choosing to believe is because I created that goal in the past and I didn't get it, because I tried that marketing strategy in the past and it didn't get me the clients or the results I wanted, therefore that means that I can't achieve it now, that same marketing strategy won't work for me in the future, right? Do you get that? Do you get the difference? Because let's look at it this way. The first time you rode a bike, you got on the bike and you wobbled around and you fell off. Now, there are two things that you can do. You can either choose to make that mean that you will never be able to ride a bike because you wobbled and fell off, or you can choose to a different story, which is just because I fell off, it does not mean that I won't be able to ride a bike in the future. If I practice, if I get better, if I just keep focusing on that I want to ride that bike, eventually I'll be able to do it, right? So I just want you to get that it's not the reality of what's happening, it's the reality of what's happened in the past, it's the meaning you attach to it. So many women, it's sort of like one of the biggest things that I come up against is, I had a goal before and it didn't happen, right? But you choosing to focus on that is the only reason you keep perpetuating it, right? That's the only reason you keep perpetuating it. So what's happened in the past, that is just freaking old news. You can change your reality today, right? You can change your reality today by shifting your focus, by shifting your attention, by expecting new things. Now, what's happening right now, what I mean by right now is it might be today, this week, this month, again, is old news. It's the result of your past vibrational alignment to what you want. It's the result of your past focus and attention and thoughts and belief, right? So your current reality is still old news. That's what I want you to get. Your current reality is old news. But the way to shift it is to be able to clearly define what you want that new reality to look like and to spend time, energy, emotion focusing on how you want it to be, right? You get to create it. This is the thing. You are either observing your current reality and your past, or you are creating your future. Now, let me be clear. We're always creating our future. But if you're observing what is, if you're observing the past, then you are creating more of that. So if you want to be a deliberate creator, right? If you want to create new things, then it's up to you to shift your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, right? Create that picture of what you want it to look like. And, journaling's a great way to do this, or visualizations. There's a few, there's different techniques, but journaling, visualizations, create what you want it to look like. How do you want things to go for you? You get to decide how your life goes for you. So what do you want it to look like? Journal on it, visualize it, feel into it, and expect it to come, right? Expect it to come. Focus your energy on what you want, right? Believe that it's possible. Know that you are worthy, right? That's the energy that creates, because we are always magnetic. So whether or not you believe it's possible for you or not, you are creating that reality. So when you are spending your time, your energy, your focus on what you want, you bring it to you, right? You bring it to you. And it is so much simpler and so much more powerful than you could ever imagine. So many women I work with are stuck in, but what about this? And what about this? And don't I need to do this? And don't I have to create a funnel? And don't I need this? And and there's all these things, but none of that matters. None of that matters. When you believe new things are possible and you expect them to come, you will be guided. You will be guided to the right action to take. You'll get little intuitive hits that will lead the way. You are magnetic and you are being led, and there are forces bigger than your little human self leading the way, like helping you achieve it, right? So, but it takes that shift in perspective. The constant focus of what is and what has been is keeping you in a loop, right? It's keeping you in a loop because we're always creating. So when you focus on what is, what's currently happening and what happened last month or last year or in the past, you keep creating that loop. So the only way to break that, is to be telling a new story, expecting and believing something new to come. That is how you shift. It is that simple, right? That is the powerful, powerful shift that needs to happen, because life always reflects what you believe. Life always reflects what you focus on, right? Life always reflects how you feel about your reality. So, I mean, a great way to feel better about where you're at is to have gratitude for where you're at, right? So to be just even shifting the emotion of how you are feeling about your current reality. Because what you're focused on, you're creating more of. So if you're focusing on all the things that actually are going right in your business and all the successes that you have had, right? The success you have created, what is going well, you will create more of that through your focus. But the constant telling of the story that I didn't hit the goal, things aren't working out, the clients aren't coming, this is hard, perpetuates that reality, right? Perpetuates it. And that's what I call creating by default, or really what I call observing. You're not really creating, you're observing the current reality, or you're observing the past, and you just create more of that. So if you want a new reality, and if you're listening to this podcast, then you probably want to create a new reality. It is shifting your energy to what you want, because you are magnetic, right? We are all magnetic. And you having what you want is normal and natural, right? We live in this universe that's governed by the law of attraction. So wherever you focus your attention, that's what will come into your reality. It is that simple, it's, and the more you do this, like the more magical life becomes, because so many synchronicities start happening. Things just line up for you, and things unfold in a way you couldn't imagine. So, it's certainly one of the hurdles, my biggest hurdles with manifesting or, deliberately creating what I want, is learning to trust, right? Learning to trust. I absolutely came from a place of masculine energy, from force, from hustle, from push. And my reality was always based on, I am going to make it happen, right? I am going to make it happen. I am going to put in the work. I am going to put in the effort. I am going to figure it out, right? And in order to be a deliberate creator, I've had to let go of all of that, right? I had to let go of all of that. Yes, I create my own reality, but it's not through pushing and forcing and hustling. It's by aligning my energy with what I want, telling the story of what I want, and trusting that I am supported, trusting that I am guided, trusting that things are working out, because they are. Right? They are. And the more and more I've been able to do that, the more and more has unfolded in magical ways, right? And so that's what I want for each and every one of you, to be able to create your reality on purpose, exactly what you want. But this is a very simple, fundamental concept that you need to get your head around. Are you observing, right? Are you observing what is or what has been, or are you creating? Because you cannot do both. You cannot have your focus and your intention on what has happened in the past or what is happening right now, unless, of course, you want to create more of that. If you want to create more of that, then absolutely focus on the appreciation, the gratitude for what's happened, and you will manifest more of that. But if you're wanting to change it, then you need to be telling that story of how it is. And when you're looking at your current reality, have gratitude for it, right? Find the things to feel good about. Because generally when we're looking at our current reality or our past, if we're wanting something new, often we are focusing on what we actually don't want or what hasn't worked out, and you just cannot shift your reality from that place. So become the deliberate creator that I know you want to be. Focus your energy, your emotion, your beliefs, right? You've got to have your belief behind it on what you want to create. You've got to believe it's possible for you. You've got to believe you're worthy of it. You've got to believe you're deserving. You've got to trust that you can be supported, right? You've got to feel like it's coming, like it's happening. Because it's that feeling that's creating. That's what's creating the energy, right? That's what's creating the vibrational alignment. That's what's creating that magnetic pull. How you feel about what you're focusing on, right? How you feel about what you're focusing on. And so you just know if you're on the right path by how you feel. When you think about your business and your goals, if you feel excited, expectant, lit up, super positive about it, then you know that they are coming to you. When you think about your goals, if you are feeling resistant, frustrated, worried, doubtful, then they're not coming, right? You're focusing on the lack of them. So be the deliberate creator. Stop observing reality. A little mantra that I've got that I've been saying every day is I choose to ignore my reality. I choose to ignore my reality and I choose to focus on what I'm becoming. And that, like I said, that doesn't mean that I can't be present and I can't enjoy every day, but it means that I guess the current results I'm getting or the current reality of what has been, I'm choosing not to focus on that. I'm choosing to focus my energy on what I want to create, right? So I hope that is making sense to you. I just really felt a pull to come and share this today. So I hope that's really made sense for you. And just a little quick announcement. I'm super excited. We have just started the first session of Aligned Abundance today, the 17th of November. So it's not too late to join if you've been sitting on the fence. If you've been sitting on the fence, I actually did a live about it in my Facebook group. So all the links will be in the show notes below. Come and check that out. I talked sort of specifically about it a few days ago. It is going to shift your reality. It's going to shift all this resistance, shift the focus, so you can absolutely manifest what you want. The link's in the show notes if you want to take a look at more, or you can send me an email at susan@susanfrancis.com.au with any questions. And so excited for the women there and the transformations that are going to happen. So I hope this has been helpful. Have an amazing day and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. I hope you loved what you heard here and are excited for your expansion. If it resonated with you, then please screenshot this podcast and share it with your friends and hashtag Soul Aligned Business Babes. And please rate and review so I can spread the word and keep bringing you more goodness. If you're not already following me on social media, come and join the party for extra inspiration and teachings. I do live trainings in my Facebook group, which you can join at facebook.com/groups/soulaligned.bb. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Susan Francis, or come to my website at susanfrancis.com.au and download your free manifestation meditation and check out what programs I'm currently offering. I'm so excited you joined me here today and can't wait to share the next episode with you. Until then, remember you are powerful beyond measure and your success is inevitable.